PayPal is facing backlash after shutting down accounts belonging to conservative websites. This after two left-leaning organizations labeled them as hate groups. One of those so-called hate groups is Jihad Watch, which advocates against radical Islam. The accounts have since been restored by PayPal, but why are companies getting so political in the first place? Joining us right now is the director of Jihad Watch, Robert Spencer from Boston. Robert, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, what is Jihad Watch?
Jihad Watch is dedicated to bringing news and commentary about jihad activity, violent and stealthy, in the United States and around the world in all its forms, and to helping people to understand what is the motivating ideology behind jihad terrorism.
Okay, so really you're about highlighting terrorism, and yet this group that singled you out said you had extreme hostility toward Muslims. Is that true?
Yeah, well, there's no foundation to that whatsoever. We support any Muslim who is interested in honestly confronting the elements of Islam that are used by jihadis to justify violence and terrorism, and working toward reform.
Okay, so you are a public awareness group, essentially trying to tell people about this particular form of jihad. What is going on with, for instance, PayPal? Why did they single you out? What's going on with Silicon Valley and right-leaning groups?
Well, it's often been noted that the Southern Poverty Law Center has this hate group list that contains many legitimate groups and is trying to defame those groups by lumping them in with groups like the Ku Klux Klan and the neo-Nazis. And Jihad Watch is one of them, along with many other important organizations whose only real wrongdoing is dissenting from the Southern Poverty Law Center's hard left line. But Charlottesville is being used by the left as its Reichstag fire moment, its opportunity to shut down all dissent. And so a leftist journalist, Lauren Kirchner from ProPublica, wrote a piece about how Jihad Watch uses PayPal to receive donations and other platforms. And within hours of the appearance of this piece in ProPublica, we were shut down by PayPal.
All right. Well, you have since been restored, so you can get donations that way going forward. Robert Spencer, thank you very much for joining us today from Boston to tell us what's going on.
Thank you.
You bet. So what do you think about that? Email us, friends@foxnews.com. Meanwhile, President Trump putting pressure on majority leader